This is part 3 of Civics and Government. We already did the preamble and the first 7 articles of the Constitution. And now there are amendments to the Constitution. And the first 10 amendments we call the Bill of Rights because it does basically talk about the rights of the people. So the First Amendment, and again, I am just using, this is constitution.congress.gov. That's where I'm getting all of the information. So the First Amendment says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So that is our right, our freedom of religion, our freedom of speech, freedom of the press, the right to peaceably assemble, and the right to petition the government, which just means to complain, basically. No one petitions the government to tell them what a great job they're doing. The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. If you'll notice, these are a lot shorter than the articles, right? The first couple of articles were very long because they were explaining everything on how the government was going to work. These are just amendments, and in particular, these are amendments to state people's rights. So the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. The Third Amendment is the right to refuse to quarter soldiers. When you were part of the British Empire, if soldiers showed up at your house, you had to give them whatever they needed. And so that's why they have this amendment to tell you that no, you don't have to do that. The Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unreasonable search and seizure. Um, so that means you're secure in your person, your house. They can't just search your house for no reason. That's why they have to have a warrant to search anything for you. They're required to have warrants. It's because of the Fourth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment protects citizens from self-incrimination. You'll often hear people plead the Fifth when maybe they're testifying in court, and that is to keep them from incriminating themselves. The Sixth Amendment is the right to a speedy trial. That is so they cannot hold you indefinitely in jail. They have to get you as quick of a trial as is possible. The Seventh Amendment is the right to a trial by jury. And that's just, yeah, I don't know what else you can say. So you have the right to a trial by jury. You can actually request, I don't know if it's for everything, but I know for certain trials you can request to have a judgment done by the judge rather than a trial by jury. But you have the right to a trial by jury. The Eighth Amendment protects citizens from excessive bail or fines. That is just so you can't be charged. Like if I got a speeding ticket, they can't charge me $100 million for a speeding ticket. That's hyperbole. That's an extreme case. But that's what the Eighth Amendment is for. The Ninth Amendment states that people have more rights than the Constitution states, and rights cannot be refused simply because they are not directly stated in the Constitution. So the Ninth Amendment says, hey, you have more rights than this. Um, just because it's not written here doesn't mean you don't have that right. And let's see, the 10th Amendment states the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. So any power that the federal government does not have specifically in the Constitution, those powers are transferred to the states basically, or to the people. And that is our entire Bill of Rights. I'm going to go over the other amendments in uh, a separate video because there are lots of them, and I have a couple of students who want to see this on TikTok, and so they have to be shorter. So that's why they're a little bit shorter. All right, we'll stop there.